biggest Congress meetup that's taken place since 2014. The Chintan Shivir begins today in Udaipur. Rahul Gandhi, in fact, got a warm welcome at Rajasthan's Chittorgarh railway station this morning as he reached Udaipur. He, in fact, travelled by bus till Udaipur at the Chintan Shivir. The bigger focus is expected to be on the Lok Sabha elections, while organisational changes within the party are also likely to come up for discussions. Harsha will be tracking all the developments there. Harsha, very good morning. And we are seeing those visuals of Rahul Gandhi travelling the bus. We also believe, that he met some of the party workers at the train station once he got off. What really is expected in the next 3 days?
Well, yes, Rahul Gandhi took the train from Nizamuddin railway station to Udaipur. It's about a 12-hour journey. Got off very early in the morning to meet people at Chittorgarh and en route as well. So clearly, when we're talking about the leadership debate in the Congress, Rahul Gandhi very much setting the tone for it. Arriving there, sending a strong political message. But we are given to understand that the Congress president, whether there will be a permanent president or whether, he will take over the reins, that's not the purview of this Chintan Shivir at all. In fact, I must read out some of the important things that have just been announced. We are outside this venue where Ajay Makanji just had a press conference right now. So did Mallikarjun Kharge. One family, one ticket is going to be the norm in the Congress. And if any other family member, if any other leader wants to give a ticket to his people in his family, that person should have worked for at least 5 years. My colleague Sunil Prabhu got up and asked a question that, does that apply for the Gandhi family? Well, he was told that Priyanka Gandhi has been working for 5 years, so it doesn't apply to the Gandhi family. Apart from that, any person holding a post for more than 5 years will be asked to step down, and there will be a cooling off period. And there Ajay Makan said very, very candidly that there are many people who've been holding on to posts for a very, very long time. So they will be asked to step down. And the other important thing is, we were talking to Sachin Pilot last evening, and he talked about the importance of the youth leadership. And they have said that all posts in the party should have 50% for members below 50 years of age. So that's also important. Another question to Mallikarjun Kharge, because really the biggest challenge for the Congress now is actually also, apart from the BJP, it's from parties like the Trinamool and the AAP. And he said, well, first we want to set our house in order so that investors come on board, so that alliance partners want to ally with us. So that was quite an important statement that they gave of us. Apart from that, 6 committees have been formed. We are running flashes on exactly what those committees will be discussing. Definitely the polarizing landscape is something that the Congress's biggest challenge, and they definitely plan to address it here.
So at this point in time, what's really coming out of Udaipur is that reforms will allow post tickets for all 3 Gandhis, and the Congress reforms will not be affecting Gandhis at this point in time. That's right, Harsha?
Well, it's a kind of sidestep it, because if you look at it, it says one family, one ticket. No leader can give a ticket to the family member unless that family member has worked for 5 years. So clearly, right, both the Gandhi siblings have worked much longer than that. So I think that's where the leadership, right, the issue of one family, one post sidesteps, right, the Gandhis, so to speak.
All right, Harsha, many thanks for clarifying that. Thanks for joining in. Moving on, NDTV's Sunil Prabhu, in fact, earlier spoke to Congress leader Manikam Tagore, who said that Congress party is likely to plan for the upcoming 2024 elections.
We are here in Udaipur, and I'm joined by somebody who's a close confidant of Rahul Gandhi, Mr. Manik Tagore. What exactly are we going to expect in Udaipur in the next few days?
Congress party is going to prepare its plan for 2024. And as we did it before Shimla in 2023 for the 2004 elections, Congress is going to prepare for a plan which will have variety of issues included, and the Congress party's top leadership and the younger leadership is also involved in it. Hope that we come up with a better narrative, a winning narrative in 2024.
Will Rahul Gandhi take over as Congress president?
This is not the Congress party elections here. It is a Chintan Shivir where 422 delegates has been invited to speak, discuss about critical issues of the party, and about the Congress presidentship. Congress party election process has started, and we all hope that the Congress party's election process, which is a democratic process, will conclude in the election of a president who is acceptable to all of us.
So will that be Rahul Gandhi? That's the question.
If you ask my vote is for Rahul Gandhi.
Okay. The other, but I mean, is Rahul Gandhi ready to accept it because he has had misgivings about it?
Yeah, that's the main issue. Mr. Gandhi, who had quit on moral grounds in 2019, after the defeat, he has delivered us 3 states in 18. But in the parliament elections, when we lost in the parliament elections, he took moral responsibility and resigned. And we, as party workers, feel that he is the person who can lead us to a victory in 2024.
One last question. Everybody wants youngsters in various posts from the CWC downwards. Will that happen in Jaipur? Will that now become clear that, less than 50 people should be here in the party process?
Congress party needs to be democratic and demographically suited with the present dynamics of Indian society. Indian society has more than 60% of the people who are below 40%. Therefore, we hope that Congress party will also accept that reality and ready for the change.
So here you have it, a very, very categorical statement by Mr. Manik Tagore, where he's pointing out that below 40, nearly 60% of India is, and the Congress party will reflect that in the Udaipur declaration. With camera person Sunil Prabhu, NDTV.